sure there will be more maps eventually, but
where's the content? Where's the cool content? Why am I paying $70 for a Warzone 2 map? And you sprinkle a zombie on it and it's a new mode? Fuck off. What is going on today, guys? We are back with some more Modern Warfare 3, but this time we're talking about zombies and multiplayer. Now, I already covered the campaign. Didn't look that good in the video. You could check it out. But like I said, today, zombies and multiplayer have a chance to be good. So we're going to watch Gameranx.
Rather than evolution of the series formula, it's a greatest hits. And given that the devs reportedly only had a year and a half to make a game when they normally get 3, it's impressive the multiplayer is as decent as it ended up being.
So he brings up a great point here, but why do they release a new game? Obviously, they release a new game every year for money, but if they wanted to make a good game, they would stop releasing every year like a fucking sports franchise and actually take time to innovate their game. Instead, we see the exact same game with the same weapons, the same streaks, now the same maps. It's fucking embarrassing. Get your shit together, man.
Again, it's Modern Warfare 2 with some new bells and whistles.
Yeah, that's
a lot
not
of the
a
changes
compliment.
are pretty small, but some of the small changes do make a pretty big difference.
Do I give a fuck?
The gameplay, overall, it is an improvement, although it is mostly falling back on what has worked in the past.
So it's not
Sledgehammer
worth your money,
Games,
is what
really
he's saying.
listened to the community and made some noticeable changes that are appreciated, and
Okay,
the game
like what?
does feel more responsive and fun to play.
Call of Duty's
these changes.
always felt
Stuff
responsive.
like slightly higher time to kill, faster movement, slide canceling, reload canceling.
Yeah.
They make the game feel
crack out of
quicker,
gameplay.
more responsive, more fun to play. Slide canceling
Sure.
in particular, I really appreciate. They simplified the button combination for it a lot, and that made it so you can cancel out of it by default now. Instead of forcing you to change your controls, you can just tap.
Is this content? I'm a guy that likes content. Now, I'm cool with the systems working correctly, and I'm cool with, you know, good movement and fun gameplay. Call of Duty has that already. That is not the problem with Call of Duty. The problem is that I've played it for fucking 20 years now, and it's repetitive as shit.
You can now hold your gun at a canted angle, which allows you to aim down sights faster at the cost of accuracy. You trigger it by aiming, press it down on the stick. It's kind of cool, but it also feels like something from a game
like
that's
from
a lot
Siege?
more hardcore than this one, and I'm not sure
Okay.
exactly how much it adds to the experience. Sliding forces you into tack stance when you try to aim, so you're not hitting perfect shots while sliding.
Dude,
You got a
is
weapon
tack
with a high
stance
rate
the
of
new
fire.
wave?
I'll say it doesn't matter a lot. Die all the same.
Exactly.
I mean, weapon with a high rate of fire, kind of just blasting away.
Yeah.
Of the 16 new maps added in Modern Warfare 3, they're all
16.
remakes of Modern Warfare 2 maps.
Oh,
They're good.
no, they're all remakes, dude. It's just, why? What's okay? I'm cool with remakes. I do enjoy the idea of remaking old really good map and getting everybody hyped up for it. When your entire fucking game is last year's game, why are you charging me $70 for it? What? Am I fucking stupid? Am I on perks? Like,
Don't get me wrong, but it
I didn't like the
feels a
maps
little
when I
weak.
played them.
I played a lot of Call of Duty games, and I've seen these maps a million times. They're promising that there'll be more maps in the future, but
Nobody
would I like to
cares.
see some actually new maps with the allegedly new.
I'm sorry, I don't mean to pause again, but holy shit, don't promise me content because I don't give a fuck. I cannot review a game on content that's not in the game. You're selling me a $70 game, and I can only judge it off of exactly what I buy at that $70 price point. I don't give a fuck about your promises about the game is going to get better, we're going to add new maps, we're going to... Okay, and I'm not going to be playing by then.
The spawns are still terrible. There are so many instances where you spawn and
Dude,
instantly
fix
die,
your
or
spawns.
see someone spawn right in front
It's
of you.
so
for an easy
cringe to
kill.
get
The
spawn
Day One
camped.
patch tried to address this. Sledgehammer even pulled a couple of the
Hey,
maps.
shout
from
out Day One
rotation because of
patches.
the messed up spawns, but it's still a noticeable problem, especially in
Payday
some
3
of the more
should have tried
chaotic
that.
maps. I don't know how the balance is going to shake out with all the Modern Warfare 2 guns on top of the new Modern Warfare 3 guns. From my experience, the new guns are better, but that could be confirmation bias.
I don't see
Overall,
why
things
you need
seem
to
fairly
combine
balanced.
them.
I'm not
couldn't
noticing
you just
anything
make
that's
new
completely
ones?
dominating games that you wouldn't normally see in these games. There's a lot of ARs, but
Of course there's a lot of
You don't
ARs.
expect to see a lot of ARs.
Like, but like, what's cool about them? Like I haven't seen an assault rifle before. I haven't used an SMG before. Are you fucking kidding me? I also would like something fun and different that I haven't used before. That would be cool too.
Really played these games a lot. There are a ton of guns in the game now, and
Cool.
honestly, to me, they're kind of starting to run together, especially with all the fake names they give them. Weapon tuning is out
just the
this year,
same
which
fucking
in my
gun.
opinion is for the better. In its place, they added aftermarket parts, which are special
That's
attachments
cool.
that can actually pretty significantly alter how
I didn't
some
actually
guns
get to
work.
use any of
It's a
these in the
decent
beta.
idea, but like a lot of the changes made this year, feels a bit like a gimmick. In general,
Mhm.
it takes about one additional bullet to kill people in this game compared to last year.
Whoop-de
Many
fucking
guns,
do, right?
especially marksman rifles, which dominated the game, have all but become useless now. Getting
Just 'cause of
kills
the
in
health
two
change?
shots with guns that used to be one-hit kills
True,
is huge. And along with some other
true.
changes to marksman rifles, like making them get no aim assist while aiming, makes these guns way worse
Yep.
this year overall. I never really used marksman rifles, so not really.
But
a lot
like
of skin off
nobody's
my
gonna
nose,
touch a
but
marksman rifle
if you
now.
love
Why would you
these,
do it?
It's gonna sting. But they did bring back some stuff that people wanted, like Dead Silence, for instance, is back. There are some new field upgrades that are nice, like the ACS that you can throw on a capture point and it'll capture for you. Probably my favorite new piece of equipment is the breacher.
Where's the content? Where's the cool content? Okay. All right, new deployable. You happy? Do you feel like you paid $70 for a new game?
Drone. It's ridiculous, extremely powerful.
True. Fuck the
it's basically
breacher drone.
a drone that flies in a straight line.
No,
and
it's
blows up
basically a
anything
fucking
that it
tac
hits.
nuke in your
I'm sure some
pocket.
people are probably going to start to hate this thing. It's basically a grenade launcher that requires less skill to use. But as an eternal noob, I don't care. I like it. I will
They'll
use
probably
it.
nerf
You could
it, to be
deal with the
honest.
breacher drone that I will over rely on. Now, to be fair, though, if you want access to it, you are going to have to work for it. There's a new unlock system that makes it so unlocking things is a little bit unnecessarily complicated. So if
Really?
you want to get certain weapons, field upgrades, aftermarket parts, you got to complete daily challenges on top of leveling up, which I don't love. I mean, just getting
You have to do dailies? Oh my god, why? Dude, the whole point of daily challenges is literally to make you have a habit. There's research done, there's studies, like they don't give a fuck about giving you actual progression and rewards. They just want you to log in every single day and then you'll be more accustomed, you'll play the game, you'll spend more money on it. This is dog shit. It's also just like adding extra grinding and padding out the time. Like nobody fucking wants to sit here and grind daily challenges to have a good gun.
to a certain rank should
Already have to
probably
fucking
be enough
level it
in a
up,
game like this, but
which sucks.
no, we live in today's gaming environment.
Right.
There are ways around it. You can get unlock tokens from the zombies mode, for example, but it's
Wow.
still another step for
Haven't even
unlocks that
talked about
doesn't make
zombies
the
yet.
game better.
True.
At least the daily challenges are mostly pretty easy to finish, but I got a couple that
Sure.
require weapons I don't have access to, which is lame. I don't know what this arm
Imagine you're trying to unlock a fucking part and you have a challenge and you literally can't fucking do it. That's hilarious. Oh, fuck off.
unlock system.
Literally
adds the game
don't have
other
the gun
than
for it.
Slight limits on the most hardcore players, so they can't unlock everything in literally a day. But
Why?
there's enough ways to circumvent the system
Yeah.
that it just kind of feels pointless. But hey, daily challenges, love those. Love daily challenges.
Yay!
What a service. What a service.
Fuck you,
Thanks,
Activision.
Games as a service. Pretty much every gameplay mode from the past few games is here. Team deathmatch, bread and
Yeah.
butter, of course. There's domination,
Yeah.
search and destroy, hardpoint.
Imagine they
kill
didn't have it.
confirmed, ground war, invasion. I mean, there's a lot to pick from. It's all what you've come to
It's all
expect from these
fucking
games,
TDM.
and it feels a little better, honestly. Ground war, invasion is still a chaotic mess.
I didn't like ground war at all.
It has always been that. It's probably always going to be that. And
Soft
these modes are fun to
sniping.
mess around with. But for me, it's team deathmatch. That's what you.
What it
come
is for
back
most
to.
people.
Everything else is kind of a novelty. You try out. I'm not going to say I don't
Play it for a
like
little bit.
some modes, but team deathmatch. Seriously, that's what Call of Duty's for, right?
It is.
There's only one quote-unquote new gameplay mode,
Okay.
War, which
What
is
is
a
it?
fun slaughterfest, but with only one map. I'm sure there will be more maps eventually, but it feels pretty tacked on when there's just one map. You complete a series of objectives on a linear map. First, you have to capture some SAM sites, escort a
Cool.
tank, reprogram 2 computers, and you got to do it before time runs out.
Right.
Each team alternates, and it's pretty fun, but there's not that much to it, and there's one...
So,
there's-
so did you catch the part where he said there is only one fucking map? What are you talking? Why even release a new mode if it's only on one map? Like, how much can you really replay this? You're fucking delusional.
It's a single map. It's a
Maybe I'm
linear
wrong.
map
Maybe it's the best game mode
with
ever.
a single map
And the best map.
Zombies. So zombies. Not much to write home about here. It's mostly a reskin.
It's fucking
DMZ
zombies.
mode with no PvP elements. Pretty dull. Like the Treyarch zombies modes are getting a little stale, sure,
A little bit,
but
yeah.
it's better than this. Like
Dude, do you know how many people love zombies? Do you know how many people, like, I literally know people that don't even really fucking game like that talk about Call of Duty zombies. You're gonna fuck up the zombies mode? This is like one of everybody's favorite things. How did you fuck it
when I
up?
say a reskinned DMZ,
Not that hard,
I mean
is it?
Like ahead of time, we were told
Maybe I'm wrong.
that it was going to incorporate the rules from DMZ.
This just
I
looks
don't
like
think
fucking
it
Warzone.
set in until I played it that it's just DMZ with some zombies thrown in. It's still set on a big map that inexplicably has multiple teams on it. It's just that instead of competing for resources, you just kind of run around, and there's also
This
other
looks
players.
boring as
the map
fuck.
also just Urzikstan from Warzone 2.0. Literally the same map, just with zombies randomly scattered around. Feels empty, honestly pretty boring. Things get more interesting the
You're on fucking crack. Why am I paying $70 for a Warzone 2 map? And you sprinkle a zombie on it? And it's a new mode? Fuck off. Fuck off. Fuck you, Activision. You're a bitch.
Tougher zombies start showing up. But this really struggled to keep my interest, which sucks because, yeah.
It even
again,
looks boring.
We've seen a lot of Treyarch zombies modes,
Like,
and
I've never
for
played it, and I'm
people,
bored
the
watching.
repetition was a lot, but ultimately, I'm fond of these
Nice
modes.
and crafted,
this
at least.
was not what I was looking for. I like
is
the carefully crafted, dense zombie maps, not this open world Borefest zombie map.
Wow, because it takes a fucking genius to figure that out, right? Why have you made Modern Warfare 3 just Warzone? Fuck off.
Oh, but at least to say this, the overall multiplayer experience, not bad. I never experienced any connection problems
Me neither.
or significant bugs. Multiplayer plays well, but I'll say the CODHQ thing is it's awful. Gotta talk about that.
Fuck
it's the
the
new
launcher.
required to access everything Call of Duty. If you want to play Warzone, you got to select it through the Call of Duty HQ. Activision claims it's meant to make things easier for players, but it doesn't.
Fuck
It
the
makes
launcher.
it worse. Before this update, you could launch Warzone on PC, and by launching Warzone on PC, now you have to do it by loading up
What a
Modern
fucking
Warfare
crazy
3,
idea.
then selecting Warzone, which closes the game and opens up Warzone. I mean, I guess in some ways
Gotta
it
have it.
streamlines the convoluted DLC content
Can I
stuff
be
from
honest?
the previous games, but
One, I'm sorry for pausing so much. Two, I feel like the reason for the launcher is literally so that if you're playing Warzone, you're more likely to buy Modern Warfare 3. And if you play Modern Warfare 3, you're also looking at Warzone, and you'll get all the updates for Warzone.
I will admit, even with all of my complaints, I had a lot of fun actually playing the multiplayer. The changes, they're pretty small overall, but they do make for a faster, more intense,
Is it worth $60? $70?
multiplayer experience. I mean, I'll say everything that makes multiplayer better could have been done with a patch, and everything else doesn't have a huge impact. It's basically Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer repackaged. So there's a lot of content here for people who skipped last year, but the amount of actual new stuff we're getting is pretty abysmal considering the asking price. 70.
You've done it again, Activision. You've made an absolute steal on my fucking wallet. You have made the most bare bones update to a game and asked $70 for it. If I just want to get the regular edition, I'm sure there's a gold or ultimate or suck my dick, give me new camos edition.
$70 for what feels like a $30 DLC.
$30
Maybe should've skipped
DLC.
the year, but Activision knows people will be buying this
$30.
either way. So why not charge more than double for barely any of the content? Really disappointing, honestly. For
They
us,
gotcha.
I'm sure not for Activision. I'm sure Activision's probably like, yes, excellent, very good.
Oh, we
Not
got him again,
satisfied.
boys.
We'll never be satisfied, but good, but good.
I already left a like before I even watched this, but holy shit, dude. It's not that it looks that bad, except the zombies looked really bad, but it's that they're asking more money than they used to for less content and more promises and hope that the game will get better. But you already know they're going to release another Call of Duty next year. You have 1 year of $70 of the same game you played last year, and then they'll throw it in the trash and come out with a new one in November next year. Call of Duty has never failed to disappoint me. You're very good at it. You've done it again, because I'm not buying your game, and I don't think anybody else really should. Now, I know everybody will, and maybe on sale I could say something different, but again, I can only value the game right now at what I've seen, what people are talking about, and I just wouldn't recommend it. That's the whole video. Thank you guys for watching. Hit the sub button if you haven't already. If you like my voice, maybe I do have other content, be sure to check it out, and that's all.